Back on Building Evolved Geeks, and in this episode we do up the main floor, lounge chairs for the deck, a kitchen, all kinds of storage, and we add in a little hidden bedroom off of the loft. Get ready. What is going on, geeks? UniteTheClans here, back in your life with another episode of Ark Building Evolved. Welcome back, guys. We're here on the center at our usual spot, and I'm getting excited. I'm excited to potentially finish up with the projects we've been working on here and take a look at where we're located, 75-25 roughly, and today, guys, we are going to tackle the main floor. So last episode we went upstairs and we did the loft. Here I think what we're going to do is a kitchen, and then we may have one more episode at least from this area where we work on the basement down here and put in all the crafting essentials. But if we head upstairs, you'll see I've done a few different things. So you guys left a lot of tips and a lot of tricks. Before I get to them, by the way, shout out of the day is for NSK, one of my patrons. Thank you very much, NSK, and really appreciate the support, my man. Okay, so always got to remember to do that. So take a look, guys. I have gone ahead and changed the location after a lot of advice from you guys. So some people had said you might be able to get a half ceiling here that's going to work, and it didn't quite work. But I did some rearranging, and I did it with one thing in mind. These doors were driving me nuts, and nobody quite gave me the right advice on these. So the issue I was having is, let me see. Let me close you. Come on. Okay. Those would open in. And the trick, oh Lord. God. The trick I've discovered is actually that you need to do it from the left side of the frame. I know this is probably old news to most of you guys, but it was new to me. So as long as I'm standing on the left side of one of these gates, it'll open the way I want it to open. So it'll open outward, ba-boom. I rearranged up here so it's super easy to get to the left side. There was a missing tile here and there was a bed right here. So that's why I could never open this side the way I wanted it. So from here, I'm able to do it, and I rearranged the bed a little bit, and this place is still looking good. So this is the loft we completed last time. Today we're heading down here to the main floor. So I gotta figure out when and how to get started. I think the first step is going to be a kitchen. I'm going to cut away for the parts that require some work in it. I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so for all this interior, I'm using Structures Plus, and I think I've got a cool concept worked out if I can make it work. Alright guys, so to get this fireplace where I want it, I'm trying this out, and I'm standing on another ceiling attached to it because I couldn't get it in a spot where I could still access the inventory. I totally can here. Now the question is, can I get rid of the ceiling? We'll find out. Ready? No. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to keep playing around with it. My goal is to get this fireplace lodged perfectly in here, and I got to figure out how to do it. Alright, so this is the idea I was going for, and I was thinking it might come out looking vaguely like a pizza oven, or at least decorative. I think that could totally work. That is inspired. I like it. Okay, now the last thing I wanted to try, is to get a couple of these metal catwalks in here as a sort of hearth for this. So there's one. And two. And it must be morning. All the lights upstairs turning off. Okay, I think that could work. So the next step now is making this maybe the entrance way to the kitchen. I'm going to try and have counters along one side here, counters along the other side here, and I'll see what I come out with. Alright guys, so this is what I'm attempting. I thought for sure we had metal tables, but either I'm crazy or I just don't see them. So I'm going to try this with these wooden tables, and the goal is to get like a kitchen counter type look, and then to potentially come in and intersect walls with all these, like Structures Plus would let us do. So let me try this. Okay, perfect. Yep, that could work. Okay, that's not playing along. And like that. Yeah, that could totally work. Now, did I do enough? I think I probably did. What we're going to do is the same thing over on this side. Alright guys, so here is what I'm looking at. I went and brought the tables all the way down to here, and I brought one out like that. And I was hoping I could make it feel like kitchen counter wrapped all the way around. I kind of wish I had more of it sticking out on this side, but we'll see. I can play with what I do here. On this side, I want to get a grill and a fridge. Before I get there, I have to take a look at this space I've created, or we've created back here. So this is going to be the entrance to my stairwell. I'm thinking I may want to put a pillar on the end of this, and normally you'd have to take off the pillar you have, and let me see. Or you'd have to take away the wall, put a fence foundation and the pillar in place. We'll see if I have quite the same trouble. I'll grab these small ones. Okay, perfect. So I'll snap another one on there. And we'll go see how that sticks through up top. I think that's livable. That totally works. And I think that looks okay. Yeah, I could totally live with that. Now, what I want to do eventually here is close in this space. So I might play around with that. Okay, perfect. This could work. So this is a little kind of, I don't know what you'd even call this area, but we have a little hidden area up here. We could make it into a second bedroom. I don't think that would be too hard to do. And then down here, this is going to really start to feel like a pantry. I don't want to put storage up against here, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I could hide storage along this wall and do make it feel like a pantry. You could put maybe preserving bins back here. I don't know. I may have to play around with it a bit to see if anything's worth doing back here. But if you come around to the kitchen, this is how we're looking. I think it's time to try and get a fridge and a grill in here. So I'm going to play around with some positioning and I'll come right back. Alright, I think I may have figured out the trick, guys. So I've separated these. I think they're still mostly in line. And now, I think I'm going to be able to put a grill right in the middle. So this is the S Plus grill. Because I can look at the floor while I'm doing this, I'm just going to have to crouch and make sure I'm doing it right. But I think that's going to be cool. It's going to be hidden inside the kitchen counter. I just don't want it to stick too far into that side. I think maybe centering it is perfect. Okay. Okay, get me out of this camera. Okay. That could totally work. Okay, now I still have a fridge to do. I'm going to have to play around with some of the wiring before I get that far. I think what I'm going to want is a little snap point, a little junction box hidden right here. So I'm going to play around with it and see what I can come up with. But a fridge, I'm hoping, will go right here. Oh, maybe I'll turn in like this because it is tighter than I thought coming around that corner. And I guess I could tighten up the tables that the grill is on top of. Am I going to want to? That's a little bit tight. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to tighten up these tables, still keep the grill in the middle, tuck the fridge in right beside, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm liking that. That's mostly in line. Could totally live with that. I still don't think you can paint a fridge or a grill. So I can't really get these matching, but that would be sweet if I could. They're otherwise, I mean, they match in a lot of ways. Like these little fins at the bottom are similar enough that they look like they should be side by side, but the color scheme just needs to be better. Okay, time to try and figure out how to wire this bad boy in. I will be back. Boom. I think that's about the perfect spot for it. So, take a look, guys. Fridge is powered. I've used S+, and I've made it as invisible as possible. So the generator's hiding under here. We've got wires going up. Those are hidden, as is the outlet, which is right there. We'll use this to end up powering our downstairs workshop when we get to it. But right now, I need to figure out what to do next. This kitchen kind of came together quickly. I could keep... I thought about using these just as decoration. These trophy mounts. I wonder how that would look if I got one on each side. Here, let me try that. So these are like the little decorative details I end up adding in late in the process, but we have a few more things to do on this floor. I don't know how I did there, but that might work. Let's back up and see. It's hard to even tell because of the size of that grill. I think that looks okay. So what I'd like to do now is, there's not much I have in mind, but I'd like to get this little back area lit up with a couple standing torches and try my best to make some like deck chairs, some lounge chairs. I'm going to see if I can make anything that looks remotely good, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so here is the attempt. We will see. I'm thinking this is going to end up looking cool, but I have very little idea. So what if I were to do this and we do like, it just looks like a couple of regular chairs. Okay, and place, and then what if I do this coming out of it? Is that gonna look like a lounge chair? It kinda does. Okay, this might work for us. Oh god, I'm so close to the edge. Okay, don't go off. And we'll get that lit. Oh yeah. So I think I might want to move them back a little bit. I wasn't anticipating them being quite so long, so what I'm going to do is take these ones out, move it a little back closer to the window here. I think I might just leave the vanilla fire color, and I'm going to do another set of 3, maybe another set here in the middle, and another set here in the middle. I'll see. Let me play around with it. I'll be right back. Alright, so here is the look. Let me know what you think, guys. I did 2 sets of these lounge chair designs out here, and 2 more over here, and instead of trying to cram 2 more in the middle here where they're really long, I just did 2 regular chairs. I don't know what you think. I just wanted this to feel like a back deck. It has such an incredible view. We're out here all the time. I may just leave these side lounge chairs and take out this stuff in the middle. We'll see. But I'm feeling good about this area. So I'm going to come inside, and I think the next area to think about is a dining area. And because of our limitations on space, I think the only spot is where old Jake is here, who's our reindeer. I don't know if he can still walk. He can still walk. So we might need a new home for him. He is left over from the Christmas build I did, and I don't want to get rid of him. He's sentimental, so I'm keeping him around. All right. Perfect. All right, so you can live there, buddy, and we'll gather what we need to maybe put in a little dining area right here. Alright, so here's the beginning of my dining area, guys. I was hoping I could get it 2 tables long, so it would feel like a big harvest table. And then 1 chair here at the head for the mountain man, the guy who lives here, and spots for the rare times that he's got guests. So what I'm thinking is, instead of chairs, benches, because these aren't seats that are going to get used a whole lot. And I know I can only fit 2 in here, so let me go ahead and line these up. Like that. Perfect. And then hopefully I'm not blocking off my exit to the pantry there. I've been debating what to do with this area right behind me. So ideally it would end up having storage in it. I think I ended up taking down all the signs we had up here. Coming to the end of a lot of the projects here anyway. So it was my thought, do I turn this into a door frame? And if so, what do I do with this? Do I close that off? I think I can keep it as is for now. When it comes to making this a pantry, I guess it would be large storage containers, maybe run across here. I could probably only get 2 or 3 in position. Let me see what I can do. Alright, so I hope I haven't overdone it, but here's your pantry. It is a little crowded, but pantries typically are. It's still got a clean from the kitchen entrance out here onto this little landing area. So I'd have to figure out what to do with this. I was going to make it another sitting area. Now I'm debating. I might figure out something to do with this area. Alright guys, so I'm actually going to keep this back area really simple since we put such a great sitting area out front. We're going to need water, and we're going to need it to flow into the place, and I'm thinking the easiest way to do it would be from there, and we'll run a diagonal straight into here, and we'll be able to use it for whatever we end up putting in. Alright guys, I'm just putting in storage containers down in this little area, and I'm thinking we might want to do something with the little loft that's above us. Maybe turn it into a second bedroom. A little guest bedroom. I'm going to try it out when I get up there, and we'll see. I just want to see what storage would look like across from the shelving down in this area, and I meant to keep everything in a perfect straight line, but since I've already messed it up, I'll just try not to mess it up too badly. Okay, so something like that should work. I don't know if I'd want to try and squeeze one more in there. Couldn't anyway. Okay, cool. So I think that looks okay, and oh, okay, so this one is not going to work. Too close to the door, but the other ones would, and I think they're roughly evenly spaced out from each other. Yeah, that's perfectly centered, so I could live with that. Come up here and we'd have to figure out something to do with this little nook, and I like it. I think just another simple bed, and I don't know what else. Give me a sec. I got an idea. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. And it might take some messing around, and we'll see how it turns out. But, oh god, it'll mess up that wall. I was thinking, what if we put a ramp up here? Or not a ramp, but a sloped ceiling. Let me try it out. I'll see what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, something like this. And this could end up being where you keep your bed. And then we don't need this. This could actually, doesn't even have to be a way up for us. So we can pick up that ladder. Yeah, maybe this is the way to do it. A secret sort of hidden bedroom. You don't need a guest bedroom in this place, I don't think. Especially since our one bed is already a bunk bed. And can I just pick this up? I can't. Okay, so we'll have to go do a new bunk bed. And we'll have to do it down here. I don't know. Let's go have a look at how that looks on the main floor. I like the way that war map was coming together. But having this little area hidden back here that you can only get to from upstairs is a neat concept. So, does this still, my kitchen still work? My kitchen still works like a boss. So, let's not stress about this. We'll take the war map down. We'll find something that perfectly fits in that little area. Maybe a painted canvas or something. And, yeah, that's it. Okay, let me go set up the bed in that room. I'll be right back. Because it's so awkward here. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay. I think that is so going to work. And it's so stashed and hidden away from what we were just doing. I like it. Do I need a pillar on this corner? Okay, how does this look? I think not bad. I think not bad at all. Alright, so pillars in place. I think the place is starting to look good, believe it or not. I like how this has turned out. Geez, what's even left to do here? Alright guys, so come on in. Perfect time of day has returned, and I think it's time that I show you around the place and what we've accomplished. So, we do up the front deck with these lounge chair designs. I don't know what you think. It's a bench and a chair, but it kind of looks like a lounge chair. I don't know. And we ended up with this up front. I haven't decided if that's staying or not, or whether we just want the chairs for chilling and sunning in. How's it look when I'm sitting on it? Still weird. Okay, perfect. Not a perfect design. And then if we come inside, you'll see we've definitely rearranged this place. So staircase has changed position since we first got it up, and that leads up here to the upstairs, which we have actually made an addition to. So if you come down this little ramp, you'll see a hidden bedroom. I was not sure what to do with this space, and having a ladder to get up here didn't seem to make any sense. I like how we've ended up with this. I think this looks great. So you've got your bedroom stashed away, still private, and instead of having the bed right here in the middle or right here tucked in the corner, I think it's got a space all its own now, and I think that looks good. Come on downstairs here, guys, and you'll see that we have done a kitchen up. So we got a fridge and a grill. Everything can sort of be accessed from this side, although it does feel a little crowded. If you come on in, you've got this wood-burning fire up here. Totally could act as a pizza oven, something like that. And kitchen counters on both sides of the walls. And then out here, I've made the pantry a lot simpler. So just 3 storage containers. It comes around to a dining area, which I think looks good as well. And then on the back, I just kept it really simple. For the next episode and doing the basement, we're going to need running water. So instead of running a pipe out to the water, I'm going to do it with this. So we got a water tank there, and next episode, we will be down here. And after that, guys, I got big plans. I got stuff I want to do. We've been building in this glass and stone style for a while, and I need to try something a little different. So we may branch out from this mountain cabin and potentially even from our little megaloceros ranch, but not until we're done down here. Next episode, we'll take a look at like all the basic stuff, all the workshop. Oh, he doesn't have it on him anymore, but all the workshop stuff. We'll set this up as a really functional area. We'll have power, we'll have running water. I think it'll be looking good. Okay guys, I think that does it for this episode of Ark Building Evolved. You can see we've worked out an entire kitchen, and this main floor has been transformed. I'm stoked about it. So next episode, we go downstairs, we work out that workshop, and then who knows what after that. But geeks, thank you for joining me here in Building Evolved episode 8. I'm UniteTheClans, and I will see you geeks in the next episode.